What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live. Episode 177 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We are coming to you live. From where? From our fucking homes, because we still can't leave them. So, I'm here with my two guests. I'm Dr. Bob, of course, and we're here live with Chris P. and Papa Dom. How are you guys doing?
We're just guests now, so I mean, I've been better. I thought we were co-hosts.
My wonderful, sorry, hold on. Let me rephrase that.
guests.
My wonderful co-hosts. Because typically, you would say these incredible guests that we have.
Wow.
I mean,
We're done.
You got to come into next week's my week, and I was going to do a great intro for you. You got to come into you now, pal.
But Bob, I'm doing great. It's a fellow co-host of Not Another Gaming Podcast. It's your boy Chris P, the tallest and the lankiest.
Yeah, I'm also doing pretty good. First time, long time. Haven't been on here too much. Don't really post many blogs. It's really good for you guys to finally invite me on. It's great to be a guest on the #1 gaming podcast on the internet. I'm really looking forward to all my favorite segments, up to and including the weekend recap. But I'm doing good. Couple New England IPAs, a couple rays of sunshine coming through the window today. So hopefully, the world does not continue to deteriorate, but I can't really count on that. So I'm good. It's your boy Papa Don. How's it going?
Can we get like an alcohol check? What is everybody's estimated amount of alcohol left in their homes?
Oh, I have one beer after this. I'm running low.
I have 3 beers left.
I just re-upped, so I've got about 2 bottles of wine. There's got to be at least 6 different bottles of alcohol between whiskey and vodka and other stuff, and probably about 20 beers.
I'm going to the liquor store tomorrow. I'm gonna call ahead of time and say, hey, what time do you guys open? If you're not opening, do you mind if I come in and just buy 4 30 racks?
Just leave them on the curb. Leave them on the curb for me.
I'll Venmo you the money right now. Just leave 4 fucking 30 racks outside. That's all I need.
I'm gonna stop bootlegging again. Just sell booze.
Making moonshine in my bathtub.
Yeah, making what's it called? What do they make in jail? Hooch. Making hooch. Get some the fruit cups, a couple ramen packets. Let it ferment under my bed for a couple weeks. I heard it get you banged up.
Oh yeah,
it's fucking gross.
What I've heard.
Thank you. 18 months.
Right. Well, now that we all know that we need to, Chris and I both need to re-up on booze. Dom, you're all set. That's essentially my plan for the weekend, to go re-up on more booze and to drink said booze. But speaking of this upcoming weekend, why don't we take a look back at this past weekend with a little weekend recap? I mean, it's safe to say I did nothing this weekend. I drank, I played video games, still playing through Valorant. It is, again, good for what it is. Makes me miss Counter-Strike. I'm like 50-50. I really want Valorant ranked to come out because I just want incentive to actually play the game. Right now with no ranked, it's just it's all pugs, and it doesn't really matter what the outcome is. So I think once ranked comes out, my mindset might change around it a little bit more. Outside of that, I played Get to the Orange Door. I played that demo that they sent us from PAX. That was really interesting. It's super short. There's only 1 level to it. I think it's out in early access. It's either out in early access or it's only in preview currently, but the game's not fully out yet. But the art style is incredible. The movement mechanics are smooth, and the shooting feels, decent, even though I feel like the shooting takes a backseat to more of the mobility access in the game. So that game's pretty good. And then I also tested out a game called The Persistence today. The embargo lifted today. I played it for a couple hours. It's a I think it's a roguelite survival horror game. It reminds me of Dead Space, except instead of killing necromorphs, you're killing the GTFO zombie characters. But it's not made specifically for VR because you could play it outside of VR. But I can just imagine if you play this game in VR, you will shit your pants. The atmosphere, there's jump scares in it that I don't know. I only played it for a couple hours. I got 75% of the way through the preview, and then I got off to play Valorant, and I was also way too scared at the time to continue going through because it was fucking terrifying. but the persistent, it's super interesting, a super interesting game. There's a lot of extra stuff in it too, where you could like 3D print a gun once you find enough tokens to do so. There's like survival horror mechanics with inventory stuff. It's a really interesting game. I'm looking forward to more from it, but as of right now, I'm a little too spooky through me.
Yeah.
And then I played through more Doom. So yeah, that's about it. What about you guys? My
So-
co-host. My co-host. How are you? How are your weekends, my co-host?
Thank you, Bob. Yeah, I'm be more than happy to answer that question. I think that this quarantine and this COVID-19 is single-handedly ruining the weekend recap. It's like phasing it out for us because we're not doing it. There's nothing interesting to say, but I mean, we've already done it for so long. We kind of have to keep it up. We just have to make sure we have some really good ones when we're allowed out in the world again. As for me, I didn't do anything this weekend. Believe it or not, I agree with you, Bob. My hype right now and like my desire to play Valorant has decreased drastically just because there's no incentive at the moment. Like I understand how to play it, like I get the play style, I get how to use the guns, but I have nothing that I'm working towards right now besides the tier list to like get new agents. So that's pretty much the only thing I'm grinding for now. I can't wait for ranked because like you said, it gives you something to actually work up for. You want to be like up there in the ranks, you want to become Valorant, yada yada. I can't wait for that. Something else you brought up, GTFO. I really want to play that game again. I know you didn't play it, but you were just like mentioning the game you're playing is like it. I really want to play that again. That game was super fun. I mean, we played it when the beta of it, and it was fun as hell. So I definitely want to play that again. I've definitely talked to a couple people about playing it, but that's something I definitely want to pick back up. That game was super fun.
I know Steve. I think it's Steve, Q, and Kyle wanted to play.
I mean, I'm game.
I mean, I'll fucking buy it. I personally thought the price tag was a little too steep for that type of a game in like the state it's currently in.
What is it? How much is it?
I think when it released, it was like $35, and I thought it was like it's a good like $15 to $20 game, just because like the roguelite mechanics kind of simplify pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Where it's just the rooms are changing around and what happens, like what's placed in those rooms for items to pick up changes around. But outside of that, it's that and enemy placement, really.
Yeah, I mean, 35 is kind of at the tippity top of what that should be. I don't think it's completely out of the question for 35, but I really can't see myself jumping to pay that for that game. Granted, it's fun, like I said, but I really can't see myself digging $35 out just to play it again. But I probably will end up doing it because I have nothing else to do. But yeah, that's pretty much my weekend. I haven't really played anything else besides Valorant, and I'm starting to play Animal Crossing again. My villagers hate me. I haven't been around in a while. I used my sister as a mule this week to get my turnips and shit for me, made me a nice little profit. But other than that, I mean, it is what it is. Dom, how was your weekend, pal?
Wait, hold on. She fucking owes you. You bought her a Switch.
Oh, I know. What the fuck? I should have asked her for all the money. I gave her like an extra cut out of the bells that I got too.
Oh my god. Watch
That's
Breaking Bad for me one time, please.
Rookie move, dude. Whatever. I mean, I made my money, so yeah.
For me, yeah, I mean, good weekend. Basically, did exactly what I've done for the rest the last couple weekends, which is absolutely the fuck nothing. Finished Ozark season 3 and basically shit my pants at the ending. It's absolutely unbelievable. So if anybody else has seen that, holy fuck. Played a lot of Fallout 76 Wastelanders. The Wastelanders update came out. My full review is on wickedgoodgaming.com right now, so you can check that out. I am very, very grateful that Bethesda has put as much time as they have into this game and making it feel like a true Fallout title. We have not held back in what we have thought about Fallout 76. I've been playing it since launch, off and on, mostly off. It's been pretty disappointing so far, but the Wastelanders update is more than enough for folks who already own it to reinstall it, and for people who haven't given it a try, it's like $10 used from GameStop right now. You can't go wrong. So try it out if you need a Fallout fix. Honestly, the Wastelanders update is really fucking good, and I've honestly been hooked. I've been playing it the last couple days like consecutively, and I haven't been this hooked on a Fallout game for a very long time. So it's pretty fucking good. So it's been playing that. Animal Crossing, obviously, the new Mad Bells column. We got 2 columns coming up because I was a little behind. And by I was a little behind, I mean Chris hasn't filled in his part yet. is coming up this week. Sweet little $4.5 million Bell haul that came in. All the pro tips that you need to cash out and stay one step ahead of the raccoon goons is in that column. Mad Bells every fucking week. Pro tips are coming at you. Pro strats. This is the first time, for those of you who have listened to the podcast, 177 episodes, you've heard Bob with the pro strats every single week. And now for the very first time, Dom with the pro strats every week for Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing pro strats, I'm telling you, you want to cash out in this game. You're not cheating. There's no cheats. There's no exploits, no nothing. It's just called being savvy. So
I think I have a pro strat here.
is it don't play Animal Crossing?
No, just make more money. It's easy.
That's true. And if you want to do that,
just make more money.
If you want to make more money, you subscribe to that Mad Bells column. You go to wickedgoodgaming.com, you check out Mad Bells, and you let Papa teach you how to rake in the cash.
Takes a sip of a beer now.
We're talking about what we've been watching recently too, because I get so much stuff to talk about.
Oh, you know what I did? Wait.
Go ahead.
Real quick, I started watching G Gundam from the start again. Oh my god, unbelievable.
Yeah. All right. So I'm finally catching back up with My Hero Academia season 4. I'm waiting for all the dubs to come out, but there's only 4 episodes of the dub left that hasn't been released. So I'm waiting. Funimation, please get your shit together. I hate supporting you as a website because I hate your practices, but please, I need to fucking finish this. And then outside of that, Jay actually put me onto Hunter x Hunter. So shout out to Jay. I have binged 30 episodes in 2 days. 30 episodes in 3 days. But yeah, show's fucking great.
You know what I've been watching? Dave, the Little Dicky show. Show's incredible.
I heard it was good. I heard it was really good.
It is really good. It's super good. I still have like 2 more episodes to watch, but it's so fucking good.
Dude, like when that first came out, I thought it would be good just because he has such a creative mind, I guess. But I was like, how is a rapper gonna make like a good TV show that's not too jokey? And it's not at all. It's like a story of his life, and it's really, really good, very well produced. And it's really good. It's like the only show where like I look forward to that day of the week. Oh, it's Wednesday. I get to watch Dave today.
Yeah, after the first couple episodes came out, like the initial reviews for the show came out, and I will never forget there was a single review that I watched that it was like, you know, like Little Dicky shows is good. It's good, but like we're gonna need more than dick jokes. Like we're gonna need more than just like immature humor. And it's like if you watch it and you let it like mature a little bit, episodes like I think it's like 5 and 6 are super heartfelt, and they really dig into like, you know, some of the most important people in his life who are actually played by themselves. And you know, along with his own personal journey to like, you know, from childhood to being an artist and like being taken seriously. So it's really good. It is actually a really, really good show. Also, on the topic of television, the Clone Wars final season is still rolling on, and Sam Witwer, a friend of the program, although he doesn't know it yet, himself has said that the last 3 episodes of the Clone Wars are some of the best Star Wars he's ever watched, and of course he plays Darth Maul on the show. So Maul is prominent in this last kind of arc for the series, and it's fucking amazing so far. So tomorrow, I think it's episode 7 or episode 8, and I cannot wait to watch it. I'm setting up like a Zoom call with a bunch of buddies to watch that. So yeah, I just can't wait because it's already some of the best Star Wars that I've ever seen. Yeah, really, really, really good.
I do want to say one last thing before we get into the show. This weekend, I completely forgot to say this. A bunch of people from the WGG community jumped into a voice chat and played a video chat too, and played a drinking game called Piccolo that Jess showed us. And let me tell you, boys, we were up until like 3 a.m. I was fucked up, virtually fucked up, and it was like super fun. So we're probably going to be playing that more if any of you guys ever want to jump in. And if you're listening to this and you decide that it's something that you would want to play, join the Discord. Check out our socials. You'll find out Discord.
Oh, is that the night you were convincing everybody to talk shit to me in Discord?
No, that was all right. So it's part of the game. There's like, you have to do this, or you have to like drink for X amount of seconds, or like chug your beer or something like that. And one of them, it was to Pete, I think, and it was like you have to text someone like talking shit, or you have to chug the rest of your drink. And he had a Jameson ginger. So he's like, "Could I just write in Discord?" I was like, "Yeah, just at Bob." And then I was the one that told him to call you a fat fuck, so I wear that one.
You think? Hold on. Do you think I was questioning who told him to say that?
No.
I was gonna say, yeah. Was that out for? Was the jury out on that one?
It was loud and clear. I knew it the second it popped into Discord. I was like, oh, I wonder what Chris is telling him to write right now.
Guilty as charged. I'm like Cuba Gooding getting taken out of Walmart, just smiling at the camera.
All right, never mind. Let's just fucking get into the episode. Anyway, I want to talk about the Comedy Store. They were doing a live stream on Twitch. They were trying to raise money for COVID relief for other fellow comedians that are in the industry and, you know, might not be as fortunate as some of the larger scale comedians that were performing trying to raise the money for them. So, Chris, you got an article up today at wickedgaming.com. You can read that article whenever you want. It's at wickedgaming.com up today for you to read. So, they were live streaming on Twitch, and there were two main offenses that could have gotten them banned off of the platform. One of which, Joey Coco Diaz lifted up his shirt, was fucking around with his MeUndies, and pulled his ball bag out and showed it on stream. And then the other one was Bobby Lee dropped trow and went spread eagle live on Twitch.
Bro, like spread cheeks too. Just spread
asshole and everything, dude. You could see into his fucking small bowel.
That was something else. And then, like, say what you want, but Joey Diaz is a businessman at the end of the day. He showed one nut, and then he puts them back in his pants after laughing super loud, and he goes, 2,500, I'll show you the other nut. $5,000, I'll flash my asshole. I mean, that's something you have to know that's coming. You get comedians of that nature, that like status, to get on Twitch, who has arguably some of the most strict guidelines out of any platform that ever existed. And you know they're gonna say something, or they're gonna break TOS to some extent. Twitch as a whole, there's people that flirt with nudity left and right. They got on there and they said, fuck it, I'm showing cornhole, I'm showing ball bag, like it is what it is. And it was all for charity. It was all, well, not, yeah, I guess you can call it charity. It was like raising money for the comedy show and like the people that work there and the comedians to kind of stay afloat while this whole thing's going on. Do they need Twitch to stream on? No. I mean, at the same time, they were pushing it onto YouTube at the same time, I believe. So they're not really too familiar with the whole streaming world and how, like, if you're partnered on Twitch, which they were streaming there, but it was also going on YouTube. They don't care. Their presences are huge. They make enough money where they don't care about Twitch. And if they made their money from it, so be it. It was worth it. It's just a ban hammer and that's it. They're like, all right, fuck it. Like, we'll just start doing it on our own socials. We'll do a Twitter live. We'll get on a Zoom call. It, like, they'll find ways to make it work. They don't need Twitch. But it was absolutely hilarious. I was crying at my computer. Like, when I saw a nut come out of that fat fuck Joey Diaz's pants, I was crying. I was dying. I mean, like, it was just no big deal. Like, everyone just sitting there just going like, I think Theo Von was like, nice sack, bro. Like, nice little nuts or something like that. But that's something else. That was, I'm surprised there's not more people talking about that. I wasn't on like live stream fails or anything like that. I don't know how it's not going around. So I saw that. I was like, I got to write about it. I found the clips.
I guarantee you the reason why is because everybody would then be comparing it to all of the times, all of the X amount of streamers have flashed like nip or like a dude just walks behind somebody just bare ass naked while they're streaming. I guarantee you there would be the comparisons like, oh, this person did this and they never got caught, or this person's boyfriend was naked behind them. They never got caught. They never got shit for it.
Dude, I
guarantee you that's what it is.
It would, but the thing is, it's not comparable at all. From some girl who's doing like a just chatting stream who's like nipple is like starting to come out of her shirt, compared to Bobby Lee, who someone said, show your ass. He got up and he spread his cheek so you could see into his rectum.
Dude, they're dedicated. He was dedicated to the cause. Yeah. Okay. It's a good cause. He was dedicated to it. I'm pretty sure everybody's seen his asshole anyway.
Yeah. It's not a big deal. Like we're adults and like, there's a bunch of people that'll throw it in there, right? They'll be like, oh my God, what if they were kids watching and yada, yada. First of all, kids shouldn't be watching them in the first place. They're comedians for adults. You're not going to watch fucking Joey Diaz and realize his humor about doing meth in jail. You're not going to get that. So it's an adult audience. Granted, it's against TOS to show you nutsack on stream. I get that, but like no kids should have been watching it.
There's no kids who are there are no 9-year-old kids out there who are like, I watch Joey Diaz on Twitch. Like,
no,
there's no way.
And if
There's
they
no
are,
way.
their parents should be fucking put away. And but like with them, right? Well, I just had a fucking brain fart. Oh yeah. As an adult male, I could tell you there's three things that'll make me laugh until I'm fucking old and gray. Farting, saying the word cock, and mooning someone. I'll always laugh at those. So when you're gonna moon the camera, that's the funniest thing in the world. I'll always find that funny. I have no bad things to say about what they did. It was for a good cause. They got people laughing. That's their job. And so be it. They're banned. They don't give a fuck.
Dude, they'll be banned for a week. They'll be banned for a week, and they'll do another one of these if the quarantine shit continues, because they're gonna keep raising money.
Dude, the thing is, they're smart with what they're doing, right? So they realize that they just got banned off of Twitch and people are talking about this. What they're gonna do, they're gonna have all the fucking male comedians that are part of the a part of that stream, and they're gonna do their own stream all with their nuts just hanging. Like they're comedians. That's what they'll do. They'll have their shirt covering their dicks and just have their nuts hanging out, doing like a stand-up.
Oh, 200 million idea right here. $200 million idea. Right? Here's what they do. Listen, Comedy Store, all the top tier comedians, if you're listening, do a calendar shoot. Okay? Sell calendars, make the money that way. Everybody wins. We see your ball sacks, we see your buttholes. Everybody wins.
Dude, I would definitely have a calendar up on my wall of Joey Coco Diaz butt naked. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be hysterical.
That's hilarious. Like, granted, I wouldn't do it for like Chris D'Elia because like he's actually a decent looking guy, but it's funny when it's a fat Cuban guy that's like as loud as a motherfucker. It's hilarious. It's like the type of guy that went on Hot Ones and brought his own blue cheese, and it, like verbatim says, "Oh, like in this world, there's rookies and there's professionals. I brought my own blue cheese. It has chunks in it and pubic hair and all the good stuff." I mean,
he's a fucking professional, dude. Joey Diaz is a fucking legend.
And that guy is a hell of a story too. He started doing stand up in jail.
That's unbelievable.
He started doing stand up in jail.
That's unbelievable.
Now
he's
look
a fucking
at him,
legend.
flashing his
Him
cock
and his
on
balls.
stream.
If you want to hear some of the greatest stories of all time, listen to Joey Diaz on the Honeydew podcast. I think he has 4 or 5 episodes where he goes on there. So what the Honeydew podcast is, listen to Not Another Gaming podcast first, and then listen to Honeydew podcast. But what they do is they take the comedians and they talk about the story, quote unquote, the story behind the storytellers. So Ryan Sickler was just like, all right, Joey, just start from like the earliest days you can remember, and we're just going to work up through your life up until now, because his life is so fucking crazy. He used to rob people, he used to mug people, he's been in jail a bunch. They are the fucking craziest stories I've ever heard in my life. He used to beat up nuns when he was in Catholic school.
What?
Like, yeah.
But the thing with those people, like comedians as a whole, like those stories are legit too. They're not always doing them for laughs. Like they're being honest, because when you get to that status, you can fact check relatively easy. So they can't lie. It just shows you how fucked up their path.
I'm telling you, if you want to listen to some of the craziest fucking stories of all time, Joey Diaz on the Honeydew podcast, you will not regret it. All right. We got any closing thoughts on the Comedy Store getting banned on Twitch for ball bags and buttholes?
Yeah, I'm gonna show my cornhole right now. Actually, you guys don't care about the TOS, right?
Nah, I don't give a fuck.
Nah, we'll be unbanned by next
I'll
week.
throw a cat right now.
I'll throw a cat. Right?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not against
No,
TOS.
you won't get
No,
banned.
that's
You
not
won't get banned. You're fine.
That is good. Yeah, just real quick, just wanted to shout this out from the chat. Binge B1NGE said the only thing about Joey Diaz that isn't wrinkly is his ball sack.
True.
Which is true.
It was a beautiful nutsack. I mean, if we're keeping it a band, it was a great looking pair of nuts.
Absolutely. Looked like a fucking pair of marbles.
It did.
How was the seam?
Honestly, you didn't see it.
Seamless.
It was just
Seamless.
one. It's good. It was seamless. But he just went one nut. Like, no lie, one of his nuts was like the size of an apple. So I thought it was both at first, and then I like zoomed in a little bit, squinted. Only one nut. I couldn't pay the $2,500 for the second one.
Ugh. All right, Chris, do you mind doing us a favor and bringing up this video that I want to discuss for the stream?
Oh yeah.
So there has been a lot of controversy. I'm taking on the British enunciation. Controversy around some recent some recent figures on Twitch who have been demanding their viewers to sub to them, you know, berating them, saying, "Oh, it's $5. Why don't you sub to me? How can you not afford $5?"
It's $20, and a meal is like less than $20.
So we're in the middle of a fucking global pandemic. People are losing their jobs. People aren't getting paid. Maybe your stimulus check hasn't even come in yet. But how is one capable of asking their stream like, "Hey, if you're here, why aren't you paying me for this? Like, this is my content. Why aren't you paying for it?" So, in light of all that, I don't want to talk about the people who have discussed it because people literally do it every other fucking week. But it was a big deal last week. In light of all that, we have quite possibly the most wholesome video that has come from Twitch to date, in my opinion, to date. So there's this guy. His Twitch name is BroxH underscore BROXH underscore. He what is he streaming? Woodworking. He streams woodworking, and in the middle of his stream, somebody came in, was watching, decided to subscribe to him, and what you see following is quite possibly the most wholesome thing to ever come from Twitch.
And I'll show the video right now.
Wait, did someone give some subs? Ah, bro, he doesn't have to. Can I give that money back? Kia ora. Is there any way I can give their money back? Oh, you too, and once again, I'm telling you, you don't have to sub. Like, you don't have to. You can watch the stuff for free. Like, that's the best thing you can do. Fuck. But please hold on to your. Oh, not a sub trainee, mate. Can you hold on to your fella's money? We're in the midst of a lockdown. Use it on your family, not me.
So for the podcast, who isn't able to watch this, so BroxH got a sub, and all his immediate response was, no, you don't have to do this. Can I give the money back to you? And then people viewing created a sub train and kept subbing to him, and he kept announcing, "Hey, I don't need the money. Like, I want you guys here to just watch. That's the best thing that you guys can do. Can I give you the money back?" And I choked up. I choked up when I watched this. Okay.
I thought you were actually crying for a second. I mean,
it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing, and the thing that drives me up a goddamn wall is the people that do this in the opposite way. The people that demand money, demand subs and stuff like that. I'm not gonna plug their names, and I wouldn't even plug the videos if we weren't a media company. If I had to like really post this shit, because I don't want to give them any sort of publicity on it, but it has to be put out there because it's what's going on. Those are the type of people who go viral, and it gets their name out there even more. It gets more people into their streams, and at the end of the day, it ends up making them more money. This poor motherfucker, people are talking about it now, but because he's a wholesome guy, it's not going to get out there as much as the people that were super negative, because emotion drives people to share things and everything like that. This will do it, but the shitty thing is more people are going to talk about the people that are doing it the wrong way and not this guy. I think this guy deserves the world. He knows everything that's fucking going on right now. And I'm going to sub to him. I'm going to say, "Hey, buddy, you keep the 5. I don't need the mail. You keep the 5. But that's fucking wholesome as shit, and I love that. There needs to be more people like that do things because they love it and not necessarily have to beg for money. Because if you're streaming and you're begging for money, find a new career, find a new job, because you shouldn't be.
I mean, he also clearly looks like he's very good at what he does. I don't know anything about fucking woodworking, all right? But it looks like what he's doing is pretty fucking intricate. And the fact that it's drawing people in to watch, and then his personality, not only is he talented at it, but his personality fuels people to want to watch him. And those are like two of the biggest keys to being successful on a platform like this. And he doesn't even want people to sub to him.
No,
I think it's beautiful.
But you have to understand too, he's a nice guy and he's doing something different. If that guy wasn't doing something like he's doing with woodworking, the sad truth is he probably would just get swept in with the rest of like every other streamer because he doesn't do anything to like rummage up any sort of like controversy, and it doesn't get people in there. But because he's doing something good, it's good. It's great to see someone who's actually a decent human start to get a little buzz from it when they're just genuinely themselves and genuinely nice. So shout out to him. I hope he grows through the fucking moon. I hope he's the biggest streamer of all time because he deserves it.
100%. 100%. Yeah, I mean, the woodworking stuff looked fucking amazing, and I mean, a lot of people I know can't even fucking slice a potato, let alone carve an intricate, like, ancestral mold into a huge plank of wood, and this guy was just super humble about it. He was just like, no, hang on to your money, you know, if you there's lots of other things that you can spend money on.
There's a really cool accent, too. We have to throw
yeah, it's great. A lot of people were calling him Korg from Thor Ragnarok because it's exactly the same thing. Because Taika Waititi voiced Korg, and he's also from New Zealand. So, yeah, I mean, this guy is just a man. I mean, I already subscribed to him. He went from 300 views to like over 200,000 views on Twitch in like 24 hours, which is banana land. And then meanwhile, you have people who are like, it's the price of like your dinner, so you can subscribe to me. And it's just like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you're just going to sit there on a beanbag chair, wearing thigh-high socks, you're going to need to do a little bit
Getting
more.
hyper-specific here. Getting real hyper-specific.
Me? No, I'm just guessing out of the blue. I'm just saying at random, just to name a scenario at random, you are going to need to do more. And if you find yourself in the position where it's like, maybe it's like the record scratch, like, I bet you're wondering how I got here right now. Maybe don't do it. Because, you know, if you find yourself in a situation where you're like begging or berating your viewers to be like, you guys better subscribe. Because if not, this clip is going to go viral on Twitter, and I'm going to be really, going to be in a lot of trouble. Meanwhile, you have this guy who's like, listen, hey, there are lots of people who don't have any money to do anything, let alone eat right now or like keep their heat on. Maybe keep your money. Can I please give it back to you? That's the type of fucking energy we love. That guy is doing it for the love of the game, and as far as I'm concerned, he should be getting paid $1 bajillion for doing that.
I agree, because he's doing something that's worth giving money for. It's entertainment. It's something that's genuinely worth, and it's worth the money to watch because you want to just give that to someone because he's doing something super interesting. When you're sitting in a chair just kind of talking and doing what everyone else can, how are you going to fucking ask people for money when you're not doing anything to give people content that's even worth them subscribing? Anyone can sit behind a computer and just talk. That's fine. You got to make people laugh. You got to teach them things, shit like that. You got to do something that's worth getting money. And if you're watching your viewers come in and out begging for money, at that point, you're a bum sitting on the side of the road begging people to drop coins in a cup. Exactly.
Well, there has been a video that popped up last week about a guy who was streaming. I think he was like H1Z1, not H1Z1.
H1N1.
Yeah. Oh shit, I got that, dude. I don't want to talk about it. I don't remember what that fucking zombie survival game was. DayZ. I think he was playing DayZ or like Tarkov or something, and he was literally telling his viewers, who he apparently learned was mostly children, go upstairs, steal your parents' fucking debit card or credit card, and sub to me. It's that simple. Go upstairs, and the thing is, he was saying, no, you guys watch my content because I'm fucking real. I'm real. You come here for real raw content, and I'm telling you what to do. Go upstairs, steal their credit card, sub to me.
I mean, that's brainwashing people.
And then he also was like, look, go upstairs, be a fucking man. Become a man. Literally, he's saying, be a man. Go steal their credit card and be a man and sub to me.
Talk about being a man.
Like, what?
Be a man.
Those are the people that should get banned off Twitch.
Credit cards.
Those people should get banned off Twitch, not fucking people that are showing their assholes.
He did. I guess there was another controversy around his previous account, and he claimed it got hacked, so he had to create a new one and then regrow his stream from there, his community from there. And now the community he has, he's literally telling them to go steal their parents' credit cards and sub to him. And if you don't, you're not a man. You grow up.
I mean, If I'm not saying that he should do this, all I'm saying is people should start accepting their donations via Venmo. Just saying, so they can't claim it back. But I mean, I'm not saying to do that because PayPal has your back on shit like that. You could always get your money back.
I don't know. It makes me sick to my stomach.
So what we're saying is, it doesn't cost that much money to subscribe, guys.
Yeah.
So enjoying the content that you're watching.
Go upstairs and get your parents' credit card.
Go get your parents' credit card.
Let me just sit on the floor and cross my legs for this one.
Yeah, cross your leg. Can you put on some thigh-high socks, please?
All right, guys, come on, guys.
Unnecessary horniness, 15 yards.
Guys, like, we're here. You know, we're here every week. All right, we're trying. You know, we're doing our best. Okay, we like to bring the community together every single week so we can provide you this content. Like, it's $5. That's like half of a Starbucks coffee. Okay,
Right.
Come on, are we really like?
Not asking for
Bob
much.
can't get up. Bob can't get up.
I'm stuck, guys. Come on. I'm stuck down here. What am I supposed to do? Come on, guys.
$5 will help get up.
You know, it'll help me get up. It'll help lift me up from here, you know?
Well, we really just sold out because we got subs doing that.
$5. If everybody donates $5 right now, we can give Bob a life alert for the next time he sits down on the floor.
Oh, my chest.
Thank you,
Help.
Vinny. Thank you, Vinny G, and thank you, Doug. You didn't have
I'm
to do
falling
that.
and I can't get up.
Where's Vin G, kid?
Vinny G, the real herpedog, don't you?
Wowie.
Well,
I'm gonna go.
what's that?
All right. Go watch the video of Brock's H _ and enjoy some of his wholesome content. You don't need to sub to him. He's not going to ask you to. Fucking trust me. The guy's incredible. But Chris, you want to discuss something today? There's a concert going on in the middle of this pandemic. Sounds like a huge waste of time to me. I probably wouldn't have participated in it.
It was lit, bro. So, all right, this is what it was. So, as we know, Fortnite. So, let me put this in the air first. I don't like Fortnite. So, this isn't me sucking Fortnite's dick. It's me praising something that
Give
they
me a
did.
break.
Whatever. So, Fortnite likes to do events within their games. So, one of the most notable music ones before this was Marshmello doing a concert. So, there's been a lot of build up for a Travis Scott concert, which was today. So, for the sake of science, I was like, I'll watch this. I just got to see what's going on. I got to see how it's produced. People are going crazy. The Travis Scott skin is sick, first of all. So I went in. I was just watching. I was watching Brad stream it. I was like, all right, no big deal. So everyone's there. They hovered around like a stage, and out of nowhere, there's a countdown at the top, and then 3, 2, 1, and like something hit the ground, and it was a big explosion. And what the hell's the song? The most well-known song that people make fun of. Is it not Astro?
It's going to be Astroworld.
Yeah,
right?
so it was Astroworld. It was the first song that they played. So boom, and then everyone got blown up in the end. A giant Travis Scott popped up in the middle of the map, and he's like rapping it, and everyone's like watching the whole thing. Brad and his boys were going nuts. And on top of it, he released a new song with Kid Cudi that he showed for the first time in this Fortnite concert. So, long story short, it was sick. I mean, that's really all I can get from it. I didn't want to like it, that's the thing. I really wanted to hate it. I really want to continue talking shit about Fortnite, but I couldn't do it. I watched it and I was just vibing out to it. It was incredible. Dom, question?
Yeah, I have no problem continuing to hate this. I just wanted to let that be known.
That's fine. Everyone's entitled to their opinion besides Bob, but it was a Bob question.
Oh, yeah. I would like to second what Dob just said, and I'm going to continue to hate Fortnite because guess what? I genuinely don't give a shit.
That's fine. And like I said a couple minutes ago, I do not like the game of Fortnite, but I like this event that they put on. It was very well produced. That's the thing. They had like different scenes for different songs. So put your hand down for a second. Fuck you, Bob. So after they played Astroworld, like the tone kind of switched up a little bit, and all the lights went dark, and everything was outlined in like neon colors. I can't even look at you, Dom. You're distracted. I've got to cover your face. So neon colors were like outlining everything, and then the next song went in. Everyone was underwater. It was very well produced. That's all I'm gonna. Dom, question.
Yes. Hello, Papa Dom. First time, long time. Which Kardashian is Travis?
Kylie.
Oh,
Yeah, Kylie. He has a kid with Kylie.
okay.
She was in the
Thank you.
crowd. She was in the crowd too, bro. Fat old ass. Fat old ass. Bob, question.
Has Fortnite done anything to adjust the competitive nature of their quote-unquote esport?
As far as I'm aware, they've only made the game itself worse. The question, go ahead, Bob.
Oh, this isn't a question. This is just a statement. I still don't care.
No, nor do I. What I'm saying, you annoying motherfucker, is I don't like the game. I watched this event and it was great. I'm over this topic. Let's go on to the next one. I'm not taking any more questions. Hands down, please. Thank you. All right, last question, Bob.
Couldn't you just?
Last question? Bob got 3 in a row. I didn't get one.
All right, one more question for each of you.
No, I don't want one.
Okay.
No, I don't want your question.
Bob can take my question. 4 questions.
Bob, question. How many times do I have to say it? Go ahead.
Couldn't you just watch the Astroworld video on YouTube and not waste your time in Fortnite?
No, that's incorrect because he previewed a song for the first time within this concert. Bob?
I secede my question.
Stump the Schwab. No, don't pass it off. You lose. That's an L. Just hold the L. Like they do in Fortnite. They hold the L up to the forehead.
Professor, I think Dom had a question.
Student, I am no longer taking any more questions. Next topic, please.
Does that mean
All right. Look, we discussed Chris getting an article up about one of our topics today, but guess what? Dom also got an article up about one of our topics today, and that is the Xbox Series X logo. It came out. Nobody is blown away by it. Nobody really cares.
No.
Please discuss.
Let me just grab something real quick. Okay, so for those of you who have listened to this podcast for a very long time, you may know that I've been in college for a very long time, and I have this here degree right here that I spent 7.5 years earning. So, thusly, and I've said this on the blog, the full kind of rundown on wickedgoodgaming.com. There are very few things, even though that we are, at this point, I would like to say, a semi-trusted source for opinions and news and whatnot on these internet streets. There are very few things that I feel like we are actually qualified to speak about, but design is one of them because I spent 7.5 years getting a glorified graphic design degree. So I can talk about this until I'm blue in the face. And what I want to talk about is how console design, and I'm a console guy. I have never owned a gaming PC. You guys know this is a running joke in the podcast. And I feel like I'm probably the best poised to talk about this because console design, especially moving into holiday 2020, maybe even beyond that because of COVID-19, people are thinking maybe even these consoles might get delayed, has stagnated to the point where gaming consoles are the most boring, like, hunks of plastic and metal that I've ever seen in my life. And conversely, gaming PCs are going the exact opposite way, where they are even brighter, louder, not louder like physically louder, but like visually louder and more like visually striking than they've ever been. So again, wrote this on the blog, and the PS5 logo is exactly the same as the PS4 logo. It's exactly the same as the PS3 logo. It's exactly the same. And on. And at this point, I would be upset if they decided to change the font that they've been using since 1997, since the first PlayStation. Like, the PSX logo is the same as it's always been, and that's totally fine. But the Xbox logo has actually been pretty unique. It's bright green. It has kind of like this stylized X, and it has like that little like bubble design on it. And for the last 3 iterations of consoles, it has gotten progressively more generic. So we've moved like away from this like I don't know. I don't even know what to call the original font, but it was a little bit more out there, to more of like a stylized, sans serif font, more of like a generic kind of symmetrical, bright green still. But now the Xbox Series X logo is just white. It's just a white X, and it just says Series on the side of it. So you have your X, and then you have the Series right here, and that's basically it. And exactly what I put in my blog was you could slap that logo on a fucking refrigerator. You could slap it on a toaster oven. You could put it on an easy bake oven. You could put it on a vacuum, and I would completely believe you that exactly belongs there, because it doesn't look like anything anymore. It doesn't look like a gaming logo. It doesn't look like vacuum logo. It doesn't look like anything. Meanwhile, as the least most gaming PC oriented guy on the podcast, gaming PCs are only getting more. What's the word I'm looking for here? I mean, they're getting more. The only word I can think of is like loud and more like dynamic in their appearance. Where they're using bright colors. Keyboards have like every keyboard and mouse has like the rainbow LEDs on it. These it's kind of like what looks like the most boisterous setup that you could possibly get for a gaming PC, and that might not always reflect into the PC's performance, but at least it looks like something unique. And I don't know if the design of these consoles is deliberate to make it blend in with the rest of the appliances in your house. So like your Xbox Series X looks exactly like your Alexa or your Apple Home or HomePod or whatever it is, or whatever. Like, is it supposed to blend in? Is it not? Is it supposed to be a video game thing? I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, I'm disappointed by the design. I'm disappointed by the logo design. And I just wanted to hear you guys' thoughts on it. I mean, you guys are gaming. You guys are PC gamers first and foremost. So I'm curious to hear what you think about it. But as a primary console gamer, I'm pretty let down.
Yeah, I don't think this is is it confirmed that these are is this the official logo? Because as far as I'm aware, they just patent.
So no, but it's like a logo that's related to it. So it's very likely that that'll be on the packaging somewhere or something like that.
Gotcha. Okay. So what I think is, I drafted a blog on this as like another kind of viewpoint of the whole thing. I'll post it at some point, but it's still in the draft. I think what's going to happen is, all right, so in 2017, Microsoft also patented the same type. You know how the X has like pieces missing out of it? They did the same thing with the letter S. So as we know, there's going to be an Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. So in my opinion, you know the bubble X that they have that's on everything that like you see it, like Xbox? I think it's going to have the bubble and then it's going to say Series X or Series S right next to it. And the series is going to be like the big dividing thing next to the slash key, like with the same slash key, just like the divider in the middle. It's just going to be a way for them to differentiate what console is which. And another thing for it, it would look good on merch. So I feel like that's something that they're also going to go for. Like when they release more info, they're going to wear those and stuff like that. I don't necessarily think it's going to be just that on the hardware. I could be very wrong, but my kind of thought process behind the whole thing is it's just going to be the same body style on both of the PlayStations, and it's going to have those as the logos with the little bubble to differentiate them. Bob, what do you think?
I said it the second that Dom posted it on Twitter. It looks like it's a condom logo. It looks like a condom logo. Chuck validated it by saying it in chat.
That's a doctor saying it too, so it's got to be real.
A doctor and a physicist. Wow, we get a bunch of degrees behind this one, behind this hot take. It looks like a fucking condom logo. Like if I went to the fucking store and I was looking for some Trojans, it would be Trojan Series X on it, and that's what it would look like.
Trojan Series X. I mean, what all these consoles realistically have to do is just put RGB lights in their console, then people are going to eat them up. Put a clear siding on it, put RGB lights in there.
Yeah. Wait a second. How the fuck haven't they done that yet?
I don't know. I guess we're smarter than Microsoft because that's selling now. Everything RGB sells now. It doesn't matter what it is. If you sold an RGB fucking condom, I'd buy it because I'm gonna look sick with it on.
Dude, for PCs, you could buy RGB dummy RAM sticks that have no RAM behind them. They're just dummy sticks that fit into the slots. And that's it. They're just there to sync with the rest of the RGB in your computer.
Yeah, you need RGB lights. RGB lights make you play better. It's simple science. Everyone knows that. So everyone wants to talk about PC players being better than console players. You put RGB lights in those consoles, it's a whole different story now. You're playing on top of the world. I think they realize
and you got auto aim.
It's too simplistic now. That's the thing. Like they know that their branding and like their brand awareness is kind of, it's set in stone now. Xbox, PlayStation. With PCs, you can build your own. There's different cases that you put on the outside. There's so many pre-builds that you can make. So they try to make them stand out any way they can, and it just so happens in this day and age, as flashy as they can be, that's going to make your computer stand out more. If you put a dull PC next to one that has fucking strobe lights in it, I'm buying the one with strobe lights. It's sick. My room's going to be a rave. Gonna do that. They should do it on consoles. I don't necessarily care about the logo. If you're buying a console, if you're not gonna buy a console because of the logo, I mean, something's wrong with you in the first place. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, PlayStation 5 got ripped apart for it, so it's only right that Xbox gets ripped apart for it too.
Yeah, but everybody saw the PlayStation 5 one coming. People could expect innovation when it comes to Microsoft because of, if you look back at the fucking original, the fucking fat Xbox, that logo was like alien green. There was a half fucking sphere bubble on top of it. It looked interesting, Maybe it's not as fucking dull, but it seems a little more appealing.
Do you think that they took into consideration the backlash that Sony got when they were showed the PS5 logo? And they're like, all right, well, they didn't do anything different with theirs, and they got toasted. Let's completely change ours up.
Did get backlash though? Because it's just a PS5 logo. I mean, obviously, it's like
people just made fun of
for
it,
like jokes. People go like, "Oh,
revolutionary logo."
But I mean, it's the same. I'd be mad if they didn't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like between those two, more than ever right now, they're like trying to just one up each other and like learn from the other's mistakes. I feel like it's more than ever right now with these new gen models coming out, but who knows? Who knows what's happening behind the scenes? But the logo itself, it's very simplistic. It doesn't do it for me. It reminds me of like the StockX logo, I believe, like the shoe reselling app.
I think what Microsoft needs to focus on outside of their fucking logo and their appearance is exclusive games that make people want to buy the console, which is why the Nintendo Switch and the PlayStation 4 are hugely successful. That's what they should focus on. Well, maybe that's what they are focusing on, actually. Maybe they put less time into the design of it, and they were like, let's figure out the exclusive nature first.
Oh, they're thinking this logo is going to stink and people are going to go crazy. Maybe they forget about us not telling anyone about our exclusive games yet. Maybe it buys us a little more time. It's not the case because Phil Spencer tweeted today that they're going to be talking about games very soon.
Speaking about Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer, Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming to Xbox Game Pass, aka winner of like 173 different Game of the Year awards, 150 something perfect scores. So best deal in gaming continues getting better. Also wrote about that on wickedgaming.com. But Game Pass, if you don't have it yet, I mean, you're just basically losing money because there's so much shit on there.
Yeah. And then when does GTA 5 come out? Is it like May 4th or something?
May 7th.
May 7th. I mean,
it's the same. I think it's like the same thing. It's like the same day. Red Dead Redemption 2 goes in, GTA comes out.
I mean, that pays for your subscription tenfold right there. Just getting both of those games. I'm excited for Red Dead 2. I haven't even played that yet, but I will pick it up. What else we got, Bert?
Dom, do you have an interview or
Boyd?
wait, hold on. Or there's been a lot of chatter going on in chat about Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game.
Down. I'll do it. We haven't played in a while. I'm down.
Well, why don't we leave space for the interview anyway, and then we could do Guess My Game anyway.
All right. What do you got for us for the interview?
Okay, folks. So we've only got a couple interviews left from PAX East 2020, but we do have a good one for you this week. This is with Steve Machuga, a.k.a. Shanghai 6 from Stack Up, an unbelievable charity. We talked to him at PAX East 2020, and you can find that interview right here. And that was our interview with Steve from Stack Up. Great guy. Operation Lifeboat is still going on right now with the World of Warships folks. Stack Up, great fucking charity, man. I started following Steve after PAX East, and they do a lot of work for veterans and stuff, and it's just great to see. It's really great to see.
And you know what time it is. Bob, you wanna explain to the people what's about to go on?
All right. Look, it's been a little bit, guys. I've been fucking hounding them to finally play some ZBGBM, little Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game. And if you didn't know, I'm Zoltan Bob. I have up here in my brain a game that my two lovely co-hosts have to try to determine through 20 yes or no questions. It's simple. Then go back and forth with yes or no questions, trying to narrow it down into what game I am currently thinking of. I think the track record's pretty good. You know, they hit it, I'd say 80% of the time.
I think that's a good one. So I'll wear this. I thought we won a lot more than we did. I was like listening to a couple back, trying to find a clip from one of them, and I realized that we've definitely lost. So I'm humbled more than ever right now. But I think we'll take the dub today for sure. I'm feeling it in my loins.
All right, Dom. I don't know what Dom's doing. He's probably getting another beer, you know, because he's stocked up on booze and we are not. But yeah, I'm Bob. I get the game in my head. They have to figure it out.
Ready when you are, Bob. Say the word.
I'm ready.
The floor is open to questions.
Let me start this off, Dom. I got a really good one here. I got a good one.
Go for it.
Was this game released after the year 2004?
Yes.
I mean, you already got it. I mean, that's
Lock it up, rub it down. Okay. Bert, is shooting a primary mechanic in this game?
Yes.
Is this game a console exclusive?
Yes.
Oh, we have to figure out what console.
Is this game an Xbox exclusive?
No.
Do we burn it and ask if it's a PlayStation?
Well, I mean, it's just a console. I mean, it's not an Xbox exclusive, so it could be multi-platform. I mean, let's put it this way: if you say, "Is it a PlayStation exclusive?" and he says no, then it's probably multi-platform, but just consoles. So
we already confirmed it's a console exclusive.
Yeah, no, I know, but like we know that it's a multi-console game. Ask if it's
it's exclusive to one console.
If by console exclusive, do you mean like exclusive to just consoles, like Xbox, PS, and Nintendo?
Yes.
Or consoles like one console?
Not just one, but consoles, as in the genre of three specified different consoles.
Okay. Ask if it's PlayStation exclusive.
Is this game a PlayStation exclusive game?
Yes.
I mean, that's fucking money right there. Money.
Is this a role-playing game?
No.
Do you play as a human in this game?
Yes.
Is there multiplayer?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I think I might know what this is. Chris, you got one?
Yeah. Do you only play in third person in this game?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah.
Does this game involve aliens?
No. That's 10.
It's not what I thought it was then.
Were you thinking Destroy All Humans? Great game.
No, I was thinking about Resistance: Fall of Man.
Oh, also a great game.
Nathan Hale, great character.
Ooh, great character.
Crumbling, Dom. Crumbling.
Does this game... Yeah, Rockin' 505 goes, do you play as Nathan Hale? Let's see. Third person only, no aliens, shooting as a primary mechanic. Is
Yeah, I'm stumped. I mean, there's like nothing really rattling around my pea brain right now.
Does this game have a post-apocalyptic setting?
Yes.
Are there zombies in this game?
No.
What a fucking idiot. Okay, so we've got post-apocalyptic, no zombies. Let's see. Hmm. Is this game created and developed by Naughty Dog?
Yes.
Not this easy, is it?
Created and developed by Naughty Dog.
Arguably one of the fucking greatest development teams in history.
I mean, is it arguable? Is it?
They're up there.
Is there a character named Joel in this game?
Yes.
What about Ellie?
Yeah, that's 15.
Is there a character named Tom Nook in this game?
Oh my god. No.
Do beehives fall out of trees and sting you if you shake them?
Oh, I have like a weird gut feeling that
There
there's
might
probably
be.
that there like actually might be.
It really might.
So yeah,
Okay.
I can't answer that question.
Yeah, actually, it's probably true. Where are we at? 17?
Yeah.
Okay. If you quit this game without saving, does an angry mole come up on the screen and yell at you to make sure that you save next?
No, I don't believe so.
Am I in this game? Am I able to get any fresh threads made from a couple adorable sisters, maybe called the Able Sisters?
Gonna have to say probably not. That's 19.
Yeah,
Is this game The Last of Us?
It is. It is The Last of Us. So they're not zombies. They are
clickers.
Yep, fungal infected humans that get taken over by a fungus. The infection spreads through their body, and they lose control over their motor skills. And the fungus itself takes over. So yeah, technically they're not zombies, but there is a game very similar to this. You know, up until I think like question 12, that Days Gone would have also matched all of those questions. So I needed to make a clear, distinct separation between zombies and fungal creatures.
Yeah.
So yeah, The Last of Us. It is topical because we are in the middle of we're essentially in the post-apocalypse.
Really?
We're in the middle
like
of the
it. I like
apocalypse,
it.
actually.
Timely.
I read an article the other day. It was like so many different areas they're like actually able to see the skyline and shit because it's not a lot of pollution.
Yeah, it's
Nature
fucking
is
crazy.
healing. We are the virus.
We are the virus.
Hold on. Have I not been saying for like the past 8 years that this planet is due for another fucking population checking plague?
Yeah, here we are.
Okay, I called it. I said, look, I'm Zoltan Bob. I see into the fucking future. I saw this coming. Nobody listened to me. I was standing out in the street screaming at people. It's coming. It's fucking coming.
You're like the guy. You're like the fucking underwear cowboy in New York City. People just put their head down and walk by you.
Yeah. But yeah, it was The Last of Us. Good job, you guys. You guys won.
Great job.
GG. Do we have anything else before we land the train?
We got a couple
Voicemails.
voicemails, bro. A couple voicemails.
True.
Oh.
True.
I could see Pornhub through Bob's glasses reflection.
All right, hold on. Let me just. Oh shit! I fucking full screen that. Let me move it over onto this window.
Your hentai folder's up. I can see it in your glasses.
All right. Okay. Let me hold on. All right.
All right. Here we go. First caller.
Hey, what's up, WGG? It's JB Genesis here. Hope everyone had a great weekend and a good week so far. So my question for you guys this week is, during this whole quarantine shelter-in-place time, is there a family dish that you miss because a certain family member makes it, and so you've been just craving it or missing out? For me, I'm really bummed that there was no Tripino on Easter this year. Heated about that. Let me know, guys. Peace.
Great question.
Great question.
Great
Great
question.
question.
Very good. I mean, mine's super quick. I can just kind of rattle them off.
Yeah.
I'm also going to go with Easter food as well. I'm so used to having pizza Gaina.
I was going to say the same.
That was mine too.
We're all three of us. We're going to say the same
Pizza
thing.
Gaina.
Pizza
Dude,
Gaina.
this is another thing. I don't know if your families make this, but my grandma makes a ricotta pie. and it's like sweet. It's like a dessert pie, and it's so fucking good. And I didn't get to have either one of those. I think on Easter I had like a cheeseburger. Fucking stunk. But
Oh yeah, yeah. We just made like a couple steaks at home for Easter. It was like, I mean, they were good, but they weren't the same as Pizza Gaina.
Dude, the best part too is like when you get a full Pizza Gaina and you're like, I can't eat this in one sitting, and it lasts you like a week after Easter, and you just look forward to eating it every day because it's so
Yeah, because they're cut into fucking full bricks.
like bricks of ham and prosciutto and everything. It's phenomenal.
It's all I fucking want right now. Now that we fucking brought it up, I want it so
my
bad.
mom was saying that we're gonna make some after this is all over. Like, she doesn't give a fuck what time of year it is. She's like, it could be October, and we'll just make Pizza Gaina. Who gives a shit? So
hell yeah. I mean, that type of food is good. Could be good year round. We're just so accustomed to it being an Easter thing. Like, you can literally make it tonight, and it's like it'll be just as good as it was on Easter. It's just like the whole tradition behind it that sucks.
You definitely can't just make it tonight because it takes like 18 hours to fucking assemble.
Tomorrow.
I also miss Bob's dad's vinegar peppers.
Ooh, I don't think I've ever had your dad's, but I love.
I got a couple of helpings of those, and I put some on a sub. I got some cold cuts at home. Got some fresh bread. Put the vinegar peppers on there. Unbelievable.
He's fucking. He's been on top of his fucking food game since he can't leave the house.
That's been me, dude. I'm like full scale, like cooking in crazy elaborate meals. I made some homemade potato chips today. I got a little mandolin, and I took some sweet potatoes and carved it over the mandolin, and then a little bit of
a mandolin.
Yeah, well, it's like a little razor thing, and it slices everything super thin.
Hold on, wait a second. Mandolin.
Like look up like cooking mandolin.
I thought that was a type of orange.
That's a That's a mandarin.
I thought that was a villain from the Iron Man series.
That's
no. A mandolin is also a cooking instrument. I know what you're thinking, and not like a regular instrument, but it's like a cooking thing where you slice things super. And I made some potato chips with that tonight. It was really good. But yeah, so for me, Pizza Gaina. Pizza Gaina is the one. All right, so okay, next voicemail. Here we go.
Pete here, calling from PA. Oh wait, 1 second. My chef and maid came in the room for a second. Okay. So if aliens were to invade Earth, which one of you three would be sacrificed to the aliens, and why would it be Dr. Bob? Great pod today. Loved hearing it. Goodbye, guys.
See, so I don't think I would do Bob. That's the thing, because he's gonna go with the aliens and learn some like cool ass like tricks that they were able to do and come back to Earth and try to fuck everyone up.
Right. Where's there it is. I got an alien tattoo.
I want to believe. That's actually a really sick tattoo. Honestly, I would say myself. I feel like it would be really cool chilling with those guys for a little bit. I'd be like, yo, like take me. I got biz, man. Like go up to space. We'll get high.
I'd volunteer.
They were like, "Oh, you only have margarita mix and mustard in your fridge? What is going on right now?"
Gross.
You could keep this motherfucker. We don't want him.
Oh my god!
But no, I'd say myself.
Okay, last voicemail.
No, it's me. I would go. I would say,
hey,
don't
boys,
take it.
What is up? Busy Bobbly, Uncle Dom, and Chris. Hope you guys are doing well in this pandemic. This is going to be a bit of a long one, boys. I work in a box plant. We're slammed right now with all the food orders we got to make. Bob, thank you for doing your healthcare work, even though I know you're a physicist. Hopefully you can use that galaxy brain of yours to figure out a solution for this shit. Currently at the grocery store right now after working a 65-hour week because my pregnant wife can't take the exposure risk. Going a little bit crazy, not going to lie. Been playing some games lately. Bob inspired me to get the original Doom. Got it on the spring sale for $7. Been loving the shit out of that. I got a question for you guys. What games do you enjoy playing with your significant others? Sorry, Chris.
It's fine, man. Damn, I just got roasted.
Holy shit!
Oh shit!
Holy shit!
That's all good. I'm just gonna back out of this question. Go ahead, boys. Take that one on.
Dude, the
Oh,
ricochet
man.
shot of the century.
Bro, I didn't see
What?
that. I didn't see that coming at all. I mean, I was blindsided. And I did not see that.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Thank you for the call.
Great question.
Call.
Great question.
Listen,
Great call.
hold on a second. First of all, before we even address this, my man was saying he's working on a box plan right now. He's working 65-hour weeks. He's going to the grocery store because his girl's pregnant, and he's like, just do everything right now. Shout out to you, man. I hope that you're hanging in there. Keep your head up. I hope that the podcast, helps you, cope a little bit and helps, put a smile on your face, maybe give you a little laugh when you need it, because that type of shit is just fucking crazy right now. I'm glad that you're still gainfully employed. Glad that you're still out there doing the damn thing. And my man, manning up like crazy, going to, I mean, listen, as somebody who's been to the grocery store in the last, when it was like pouring, raining out, there's a line out the door. I mean, I can't even imagine doing that right now after a 65-hour week when your girl's pregnant at home. So shout out to you. She's obviously very lucky to have you. I hope she knows that. And you're doing some great work. So big shout out to you. I wish that you said your name or your handle or something on there so that we could send you something, but shoot us an email or whatever, and we'll make that right. In terms of the question, favorite game to play with your significant other, I think I've said this on the show before. We love Donkey Kong Country Returns. We just beat Donkey Kong Country Returns Tropical Freeze. That was Lauren's first video game she's ever beaten in her entire life, which is just a huge milestone. I remember my first, and we were just talking about it last week. But big milestone. That's what we like. We like platformers, stuff like that to play together. But Bob, what about you?
We haven't really been playing all that much recently. We've been on a big like Netflix and Hulu binge whenever we hang out, because we just now finished Tiger King, which is fucking incredible.
Hell
Chef's
yeah.
kiss. It's so fascinating how fucked up that entire world is when it comes to Big Cat.
Morning with the sunshine in my eyes. That song's a banger by Joe Exotic, by the way.
That's not him. He's not the real singer.
It's him.
They confirmed it. They confirmed it on like the after
We're
show.
just taking L's off the forehead all day.
Sorry to ruin your fucking night again. But before all this, we're also trying to catch up on all the fucking movies that we missed. So many movies came out this year that we just never had the opportunity to go see. But before all this, I brought my SNES Classic to her house. So we were going through like mostly Mario Kart. But then, yeah, actually it was just mostly Mario Kart. And you know what the best part of that was? I never fucking lost.
Oh my god. You think you're gonna throw a game here and there? Do you at least give her like tips on how to get better?
No. He says, look it up. Go on YouTube, honey.
What? You think I'm gonna fucking lose? Not a chance.
Get good, geek.
Yeah, exactly.
He like grabs her face and like pushes it. Get good, nerd.
But yeah, no, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze is really good. That's on Switch. It's on Wii U as well. We used to like Little Big Planet a lot too. But yeah, we got to find something new to play because we beat Tropical Freeze, and it was a big milestone in this household. So we'll see.
Is that it for voicemails?
Let me double check.
Is that it?
I got a text message.
Oh Jesus! if you can read it. Fuck it.
I actually can't show it on the screen without showing the phone number.
Yeah.
But
just narrate the text message if you can.
I feel bad reading it.
Don't do it then.
I mean, it's not inappropriate, but he's had enough of a beating this episode, and it's like his episode, and I just want to let him have it.
Oh, Bob.
Wait, is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, just read it. I don't care.
Oh, it's Chuck. It says Bob's a little bitch. Love Chuck.
All right. Thanks. Oh, God. All right. We get to land the train.
Well, land that ship, Bob.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. All right. I got a bunch of shit from YouTube. What do we got? Brad, Boston Brad, has subscribed on both of his accounts to our YouTube. So thank you. He also commented on the Bertage, my montage video, which is up at youtube.com/wickedgaming. You could check that out whenever you want. I worked really hard on it, and I would appreciate it if you watched it. He commented, somebody sign him. Farrasgun, CSGO, and more commented with a heart. My cousin Chris 2 commented, peak human evolution. Dr. Bob is in his absolute peak of performance. Fuck, he's out of his fucking mind. Pete commented, God, I hate saying good things about Bob since he talks himself up enough, but this is impressive. Well done, Fizzy Bert. Cybermage666 commented on the Tripwire interactive video. No, not the Tripwire interactive video, the Ghost Runner video. Soundtrack is insane. And then Pete also commented on my most recent case opening. Pure entertainment from watching the pure misery on Bob's face after each box to relief at the end for his well-being, for at least getting something. So thank you guys for all of the love on YouTube. You could comment or subscribe, and I will shout you out every single week. And that's youtube.com/wickedgaming. What do you guys got?
I got one. I got a 5-star review left for us on iTunes that I would love to read.
Let's go.
So we are rated 5 stars on iTunes by Awesome Pans 115.
Oh,
it says, no matter what level of gamer you consider yourself, you will find this podcast perfect for you. Dom does a fantastic job keeping things rolling and organized. Chris adds some great humor and has me rolling laughing each episode. And then there's this guy, Bob. Highly recommend to all gamers out there. Thank you, Awesome Pans 115.
What the fuck?
I mean, you set this up for yourself, Bob. You set up the most hateable person to ever live. So now people are just gonna fucking go at you. Just act like they hate you.
Whatever, dude. Fucking hate me. All right? Go ahead. Fucking hate me. Leave those 5-star reviews and hate me in them.
But yeah, if you want to shout out on the podcast from me, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes. Really helps us within the rankings.
All right. So quick couple things. Yeah. So first of all, big Wicked Good Gaming, send it to all of the delivery guys. Just with that last voicemail, anybody who's working in some sort of plant, or you're delivering, or you're receiving, or you're I mean, whatever it is, you're packing things up. The people that are on the front lines does not just include the nurses and healthcare workers and everything. Obviously, we love them so much, and we want to see them do well and come out on the other side of this okay. But we also have lots of people who work for dog shit money daily, and that's the people working retail and food service and stuff like that. And we hope that you guys are okay. And if you're listening to this, let us know somehow that you're all right. Give us a little note or something like that. But we're thinking of you. We love you, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. And by the way, if you're one of those type of people who goes into a supermarket and for some reason feels the need to give some sort of unnecessary attitude or some sort of like lip to a food service employee, I hope that you get in bed tonight. I hope you snuggle up real tight and you fluff your pillows, and then you vigorously shit yourself in your sleep. So treat other humans with respect and with dignity during this fucking time. It's hard enough already. You are not the only person who is having a shitty day, and you need to remember that. Also, I want to shout out my boy, Joe, on Twitch. That is Binge, twitch.tv/binge. That's B1NGE. Binge. Go fucking follow him right now. He's hysterical. He's one of the funniest people I know. The guy could read the back of a cereal box, and I would piss myself laughing listening to him. So go follow him on Twitch. He's streaming all the time. And a very, very big shout out to one very special baby boy, friend of the program, friend in real life, Mr. Three Vets himself. It is Steve's birthday tomorrow.
True.
And if you're listening to this on Friday, it is his birthday today. So it's his birthday tomorrow if you're listening right now. If it's his birthday today, if you're listening on the recorded thing, he's turning 27, but he's always number 3 in our hearts. So let's get some fucking threes in the chat for Steve. Okay? Threes in the chat. I'm gonna get myself banned on my own fucking channel because I'm spamming threes in the chat right now. We're gonna host him after this, so don't you fucking dare leave, because we're gonna raid him afterwards. Happy birthday, Steve. We appreciate you so much. You're such a great person, and we love you, and you're charismatic, and you're such a great leader when it comes to Valorant matches. I've listened to you trying to direct traffic and call shots. And honestly, I've never played the game before, but I feel like I'm a professional, and I know what I'm doing just by listening to you. So thank you for being a modern day Gordon Bombay of Valorant, and I can't wait to raid you after this. So happy birthday, Steve. I hope that you have the best day that you could possibly have, and we love you so much.
Valorant. Hold on, I have one more shout out actually before you land us, Bob. Sorry, I completely forgot about this.
Well, we do also have a bunch of subs that we got today, and I can't scroll back far enough to find them. So I don't know if there's a way to check that.
I don't know how, to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Maybe we could look into it after and do it like next week. Maybe it got emailed to me or something. Last shout out I have, it's really quick. So one of my best friends, her little brother, actually made his own card game from the ground up. Drew everything, came up with the idea. It's called Defend Earth, Please. And what it is, it's a 2 to 5 player strategic space adventure card game where you're pitted against your friend. The objective is to protect your planet at all costs and destroy enemy planets throughout your journey. Players will take turns firing asteroids, stealing cards, firing off aliens, and more. In short, save your planet. I looked through the videos and whatnot. It's actually a really, really sick card game. I'm going to pick one up for myself and play it. But the kids worked really hard on this. So if you want to check that out, if you're into card games, that's your jazz. He's on Kickstarter right now. The name of the game is Defend Earth, Please, PLZ. Really good kid. Really good game.
Love it.
Wait a minute. What the hell is that?
It's an anonymous chair. They just chaired, what, 1,500 bits?
Holy
Thank you so much, anonymous chair.
And anonymous chair?
Oh.
But yes, also everybody who subbed this week or gifted a sub this week, I'm sorry. I can't go all the way back through chat to find it because it's just locked after a certain amount. But if we could figure it out, following the end of the episode, we can do it next week. So thank you, everybody who subbed. Thank you, everybody who tuned in this week. We really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody who called, who left us a message, who went on our YouTube, who left us a rating. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys coming in every week. I can't remember who it was that was watching me stream this week. Fuck. But they left some really heartfelt messages, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate the support. So we all do. Thank you guys so much. Anyway, I think it's time we land the train. Let's just fucking close this shit out.
Anonymous share. Thank you for the 1,500 again. That's fucking. Thank
you. All right. So we appreciate everybody coming in for episode 177 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. We are your favorite internet dads from Wicked Good Gaming. You can check out all of our written content at wickedgoodgaming.com. We're at Wicked Good Gaming on all social media, except for Twitter. It's at Wicked Good Games. You could check out all of our YouTube content at youtube.com/Wicked Good Gaming. Am I missing anything else outside of the podcast? You can listen to the podcast on all podcast platforms. That's here we go. Spotify, TuneIn Radio, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, radio.com. There's one more.
Like Overcast or something? Have we said that?
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio,
Play.
Overcast, radio.com, and iHeartRadio.
All right. I missed 2.
So close.
Okay. Right. Good enough.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you so much. Look, it's been 2 weeks, guys. I'm fucking exhausted. It's starting to slip. I'm getting up there in age, too. But yeah, if we got nothing else, we can just roll you guys over to Steve. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in for episode 177 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Stay inside, please. For fuck's sake, stay inside. I'm going to be the bad guy again. Stay the fuck inside, okay? Stop. If you're going towards your door right now, stop. Stop it. Go sit back down on that fucking couch. Play some fucking video games.
Play video games.
Just play video games, man. All right.
Just play video games, man.
We'll catch you guys next week for episode 178.